Okay, today we're going to talk about covering. The cover. What is it? What is it? You hear it talked about all the time. You have to cover. When you get high, you have to cover. Yeah, what does it mean? Cover. Yeah. Well, what it actually means is it sort of, you take off a bit of strain off the voice. Yeah. Most people usually these days sing with too much chest in the high notes. Yeah. So they take chest up. That's just example. It's like they try to shout up to the high notes, yeah? And so obviously when you get to this area F sharp, it doesn't want to do it anymore. So covering is basically doing what you should be doing already, yeah? Which is trying to get these cricothyroid muscles strong. The cricothyroid muscles are the muscles that pull the larynx down this way, yeah? And that's what keeps the chords lengthening and allows you to sing high notes, yeah? But if you're doing too much that's the thyroid muscles, yeah? The ones that sort of close at the back and make the chords come together tightly and strongly, which we need them, that's important. We need chest voice in singing. But if those muscles are too dominant, ow, it's hard, yeah? And so covering is a way to sort of make up for that. So when you get to the F sharp G area, it's like suddenly, now we need to engage the cricothyroid muscles. But it's too late, yeah? And so it's sort of a fake way of trying to coordinate to get high notes, yeah? And it's very similar to the idea of yawning. A singing teacher will tell you, yawn, before you sing, yeah? And again, it's a fake way to create a more cricothyroid dominant coordination, which we need. We need to get high notes. You need the cricothyroids to dominate, yeah. But it's too late, yeah. And it doesn't help. It's based in science. Basically, Garcia, the 19th century singing teacher, he invented the laryngoscope. So he was the first to look down the throat of singers. He noticed that with good singers, the larynx is a little bit lower. Yeah, and that's correct. That is scientifically correct. And I'll tell you why that is in a minute. But because of that, ever since then, singing teachers thought, all right, we need the larynx low. So let's make it low. And the easiest way to make it low is just to yawn. You can feel, if you feel here, feel your thyroid cartilage, your Adam's apple. As soon as you yawn, it goes down. But what also goes down is your hyoid bone, your tongue. Everything goes down, the whole thing goes down. Yeah? So you're not creating any space in your throat. All you're doing is making the same space lower. Yeah? It's obviously that sound sounds better than I agree. It sounds terrible. Yeah, we don't want the larynx to come up. We do want the larynx to stay, if not go a bit lower. Yeah? But if we lower the whole mechanism, you haven't created any space. You've not gained anything. Yeah? So there's still constriction here. The only way to remove that constriction is over a number of years to develop the oo falsetto. Ooh, ooh. The more you can develop that falsetto sound, the more you'll find that this space will open. In fact, if you do a falsetto, probably if you try now and do it, you'll feel the larynx go up a bit. But after developing it for a few years, this ooh sensation, that will bit by bit allow this space to open up. Yeah? And so the thyroid cartilage will come down a bit, but the hyoid will stay where it belongs. Yeah? So that will open up the space, and that is your primary resonator for singing. And that's what makes the big sound that fills the theatre. You make the it's just a swallowed. The Italians have a name for that, voce ingualata, and it just means like a swallowed sound. Yeah? And we don't want that. Obviously we don't want either, we don't want the high larynx. But we want this low sensation. But telling you to yawn, telling you to cover, yeah, it is based in science, and we do want the larynx to go down, but it's a fake way of doing it. It's like putting the cart before the horse, yeah? And we want this, basically we want the falsetto to develop first, yeah? To create this nice open space, and then we add chest to it. I've shown you in all my other videos how to do that, but I just thought in this video we'd specifically address the cover, yeah? So let's just do an example, B flat up to F. If my teacher tells me to lower my larynx, what happens at F? I have to go even further. It's a strain, yeah? Or I could just leave my larynx normal. But as it gets higher, it's hard. And then I apply the cover, yeah? And you just get a different timbre. So it's like two different voices. We don't want that. We want the whole voice to sound in one piece. So why not just develop your falsetto? So it's falsetto dominant with added chest. The whole thing coordinates, and you're able to go low and you're able to go high without any strain. As you go lower, the thyroidnoid muscles dominate, and as you go higher, the cricothyroid muscles dominate. And it's just a muscular system that takes you lower and higher. Yeah, the chords stretch out and thin out as the cricothyroids pull, and as they release and the thyroidnoid muscles come back, the chords shorten and thicken. And that's all you want. It's like a rubber band. It just needs to shorten and thicken, lengthen and thin out. Yeah, and once these muscles are working, singing becomes easy. You can't just do this immediately. You can't just say, right, I've got this information, my voice will be better tomorrow. Yeah, it takes years of developing the falsetto. But it's going to take you years anyway. Whatever method you use, it's going to take you years. And if you use this method, you're going to get better for the rest of your life. Every day, for the rest of your life, you'll feel the voice getting stronger, healthier. And your speaking voice will just sort of relax, and you'll find actually your speaking voice will lower a little bit. It will come more into the chest, whereas your singing voice will come more from here, more like from the falsetto sensation. Yeah? Yeah, and so the voice is free. It's free to move. Yeah? So covering, yawning, it's all fake. It's all, don't do it. You don't need to do it. And you certainly don't need to pay someone to tell you to do that, because you're just paying someone to teach you to ruin your voice. Yeah? So just be patient. Oh, think of your voice as the ooh falsetto. Yeah? Try and sing throughout the whole range. Obviously don't go higher than the high B. That's when you can't get any more falsetto. I don't want to mention this now, but go to my other videos. I talk about what happens at the high C, the zipping up sensation. That's different, and actually those notes are quite easy when you know how to do it. The hard notes are these sort of F to B. For every voice anyway. Obviously basses, baritones never make it there, but with the tenors and the higher voices, those are the tricky notes. The baritones need to apply a little bit of this principle, yeah, to be able to get their G's, G sharps working efficiently. In the basses, I teach a bass in London, and I had him up to a high A the other day. I mean, it's possible for bassists to sing these notes, but they're never going to be singing high C's. Yeah? And there's an easy way to do these things. You just need to take your time, develop the muscles, and you'll see progress immediately. It's just to get to a really high level, it takes years. But then it's better to get to a high level after 5 to 10 years rather than thinking, you're going to do it quick, covering, yawning, and then realize after 2 years, your voice is ruined. Yeah? So there you go. That's my opinion on covering. Forget about it. Okay, thank you.